In this video we're going to be making this piece from start to finish. It's made up of 9 layers of birchwood, plywood and mild steel, and we're going to be making the frame as well, and it almost never even turned out like this at all. Now these are a little bit rougher than the last ones we've been using, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over them with a bit of 180 first. First one, very simple, nothing to it, it's just a square, very quick as well. Keep them for other projects. Right, I do know from previous cuts, if there's any bits that I haven't cut out, as long as we don't move it and we stop it before it cuts the border, we can cut those bits out. You could just highlight them on the software and cut those individual bits out. Now it does look like there is a, well, that one's out. There is a couple here that do need, there we go, they do need doing again. So we'll cut them first, we'll check everything, cut them, and if everything's alright, we'll cut the border. Right, I think it's cut most of it, just not that side, just that one edge. So we'll whip it round again. Right, I think we've got all this. Fingers crossed. A couple of little bits. This bit and a little bit there. Take it over to the bench and do it. Right, I'll show you what actually keeps them in. Now, if you look here, there's a tiny little bit there that hasn't quite cut through, and a tiny little bit there. Now, you do have to be careful and either use a craft knife or a sharp blade, one of the two. I've learned in the past with previous ones, if you try to force them out, just break it, it tears the back up and it takes it to another hole, and you can see it from the other side, which is never good. Right, that is fantastic. If you look at that detail, absolutely superb. Right, let's whip it over and see what it looks like. Right, so we're going to write this down, what the layers are taking is, because this is going to be a couple of days, this, because I'm doing it after work. So layer 1 was 10 minutes, but this layer, much more complicated, and I did have to go around a few times, and I slowed it down a few times as well when it was cutting the back here. I sped it up round, because it starts here, sped it up round here, slowed it down there, and sped it up across here again, because it was just there. It was but this took us about 47 minutes, so massive difference. So I wonder what layer 3 is going to take us. 47 mins. So I've got exactly the same on this. They're not quite finished as good as the previous ones. Now this is a classic example why we put those weights on the corner, just to keep these plyboards that have been stored a bit incorrectly. They've been stood up instead of flat at B&Q, just to keep them flat while they get cut. Right, so we've got exactly the same on this. They're not quite finished as good as the previous ones. Now I've just positioned the wood and I've squared it up where we're going to cut it, but I always like to do something a little bit different. So, and it just came to me when I was looking over here and I saw a big sheet of steel. Now I've seen these in wood but smaller, never seen them in metal, and I certainly haven't seen them in wood and metal. So maybe if we do layer 3, 5 and 7 in metal, it might actually look like the sun's shining on it when you shine a light on it. I don't know, and we won't know until we try it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to load a sheet of metal in here, I'm going to swap over to the fibre laser, and we're going to cut the next one in metal, lay it on, but we won't know how it's going to look until we lay the one after that over the top of it. So let's give it a go. Right, so again, before we cut the border, I want to make sure all the pieces are cut out, and I can see just one piece there, just holding on for dear life. I think everything else is free. Right, so this is the other way around. You have to DA it after, because you've got to get all that flash off. Now, we do have to be really careful because there is some very delicate parts on this. But, see where we get a bit of 80 grit, buzz it over, turn it over, a bit of 180 grit to give it a matte effect on the other side, or a brushed effect. See what it looks like. Right, so that's going to take forever, so I'm going to try with a disc instead. It is the reverse of the piece, so as long as we get the flash off and it lays flat, we're okay. Right, I think that looks fantastic. But what does it look like with the wood and the wood on top? We don't know. We might end up just saving this and doing all 9 layers in metal. We'll soon see. It's got to be glued down yet, but I think that concept is going to look absolutely fantastic. What we need to do now is cut the wood one that goes on the top of this, and then the metal one, then the wood one, then the metal one, then the 2 wood ones. Because this is only 3 layers, we've got 6 left to do. Right, so that layer, after all the sanding, all the prep and everything, that actually took 1 hour and 10 minutes. Right, that was layer 3. Let's get layer 4 cut, and we're going to cut that in wood, and then the one after it in metal again. Now, I'm actually genuinely excited about this because that looks absolutely superb. And we're going to put it over the top of that metal, so we're going to see how much shows through. Now, there are still some bits attached, so we do need to take it out of the bench and trim some bits off. So we'll do that first. Right, so that's all the bits out. I'm actually genuinely quite nervous because I want this to actually work because it'd be something different. Let's see what it looks like. Now I think that works. I am really pleased with that. It's making me smile. I think this is going to be something genuinely different, and it's going to look superb when we're done. And that's only layer 4. We've still got 2 metal layers. Yeah, we've still got 2 metal layers and 3 wooden layers yet. Right, so occasionally your protective lens, that's a little lens in between your fibre and the cutting tip, stop anything coming up. It does get damaged, so when you start getting a bad cut, replace that. It should start cutting okay. Right, so instead of pause, I press stop. So it's gone right back to the beginning. The good thing is we haven't moved any of the pieces, and there are some that haven't cut out properly. But the bad thing is we've got to cut all those pieces out that are already cut out, unless we highlight them all, which is easier and quicker to just cut them out again. Right, so fingers crossed for us, it's all cut out. Now I did have to weight this corner down and that back edge down, because it kind of like buckled a little bit because there's not enough support with these grids, but when it's glued down that's not going to make a difference, so hopefully it's going to pop out. The tolerances and the cut are that tight that the little bit of slag that's on the back he's actually kind of locking it in. One bit wants to come out and one other bit wants to go the other way. So we're going to grind all that down and then lift it out, hopefully. So that cut and taking those pieces out worked out round about an hour and 10 minutes up to press. We've still got to clean this up yet. Right, so that's that done, but I have noticed there's little bits of flash. Now, the other one, there wasn't any flash on it. Maybe it's my settings, but there's little bits of flash on the edge of them that I do have to clean up as well. It's just with this and just poke it around with it. I'm actually quite excited about this because I think this is turning out to be something quite special. The layers are giving it more depth, which is fantastic. And bear in mind, there's still another 4 layers to go on this. We've got another wood layer, another metal layer, and then 2 framed wood layers. And when all that's glued down, that should look superb. Now each time, I can't wait to put the next layer on. We've got a wood layer to go on top of this and we're going to make that straight away. Right, so the cutting of that was 1 hour and 10 minutes. Cleaning up the opposite side took about 15 minutes. And I think the whole thing, the cleaning up, was about 35 minutes altogether. So that's 1 hour and 45 minutes for this one section. Right, let's get the next layer cut because the wood one, I literally cannot wait to see what it looks like on there. Right, I've stopped it there because the edge is looking really sooty, so I'm going to guess our lens in our CO2 cutter is either contaminated, dirty, wet or something, because that's not quite cutting right. absolutely covered in it. Right, this one just about cut out okay. Now I did slow it down a little bit because I couldn't baby this one. I had to get on with something else. So I think this is all cut out, but it did take 1 hour 22 minutes just to cut that out. So there's a couple of little bits we need to trim out, not much. We'll take it to the bench because I am absolutely dying to see what this looks like on top of that steel again. Now, if you're ever wondering how fine these cuts are, just look at that. That is absolutely superb. And here. And they just drop out. Right, let's see how it looks. And now for the finale. It's not actually the finale, it's just one of them. Let's see how it looks on top of that steel. Right, so this is fast becoming my favourite piece ever that I built. It's crazy. I mean, this looks absolutely superb as it is, and we've still got another metal layer and two like frame layers of wood to go on top of this. And the nice thing is, some of the layers are slightly offset, only by 1 millimeter, but it's so you can see the level underneath, and that level underneath gives it a depth, and like you're looking at it from a little bit of an angle. That's absolutely incredible. And I can't wait for the next layer, which is metal, and then 2 layers on top of that with a metal frame and everything. And we've also got to stain it. We're gonna colorize this, so maybe the background a really dark, like nighttime color. The buildings may be in a silhouette kind of color, so slightly darker, and that'll make the metal shine out even more. Hopefully, like there's moonlight shining on it, something like that. I think it's going to look fantastic. Now that one altogether with everything took 1 hour and 38 minutes. But that one, we never babied it. We just let it get going and left it to it. So maybe we could have made one side of a coin at the same time as that, because they take about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Right, so I'm down to my last bit of metal. So this has got to cut right. If this don't cut right, we're buggered. Right, it's just bumped into some metal now. I don't know whether it's moved the pattern. It feels like it's in place, but I'm sure it shifted a little bit. We'll not know until we offer it up. Right, so that were relatively quick and uneventful. Apart from, we moved it a tiny little bit when it was over here. Now, I can't, it looks like it's all matched up everywhere, but we'll not know until we put it on. Now, we can't put it on like this because the back's gonna mark the plywood, so we've still got to clean it up. So that's 37 minutes for the cut, but we do need to add on cleaning this up and putting it on. Now that piece was relatively quick. I think it cut out in 37 minutes and it took us about 20 minutes to prep it. So 57 minutes to an hour to make this piece. Now, two things that did happen. It did move, it bumped into it and moved it, but fingers crossed, I think I've moved it back to where it needed to be. There's no way of knowing because there's no lining up. And the other thing I did is I kind of, when I was doing the edge, I slipped underneath it and put a scratch across here. But I think the other piece of the wood frame is going to overlay that, so that should be all right. What we need to do now is see if this actually pattern matches up and if I did manage to square it up all right. It's good, happy, and I think that looks absolutely magnificent. Now that's turned out fantastic. It does line up, which is good, and this scratch is going to be covered by the next layer of wood. Right, so we've got a new source of wood as well. The bits from B&Q this big used to cost us £10.49. Now, the wood we've got now, which is over there, isn't quite as good quality, finish-wise. I think it's all the same, it's just not finished quite as nice, so there's going to be a bit more work in prep. But the cost, the savings, if it works, is fantastic, because a big sheet of this that we can get 4 of these out is £8 as opposed to 10 quid for one. so it's worth putting a little bit of finishing in there, but we're going to see how they turn out now. Right, so there's quite a few bits that haven't cut out, so I'm going to try, fingers crossed, and we've got a bit of a flaky bit there. As long as that stays on, we can super glue that down. But we're going to highlight all these parts that haven't cut out, cut them all in one. Right, so I'm genuinely excited to see how this looks. That looks really good. Right, there's quite a few bits that it hasn't cut out, so and this bit that I actually poked through and it left some, oh, they've gone, well, they're gone now anyway. So we need to run round and cut everything again. Well, not everything, but all the bits we need to cut again, and then we'll cut out the centre, and then we'll cut out the frame. Right, I've no idea why it didn't cut those two bits out, but once we cut the centre out, we sent it back to the origin and cut these two bits out. This bit it hasn't cut out again, so we need to do this bit once more, then we can cut the frame. Right, there's not much to this one. Very light as well. That only took us 35 minutes, but it's very simple. It's just almost a frame. So let's see what it looks like on. Right, that does look absolutely fantastic. Better than I'd hoped, actually. And can you imagine if we do all the wood layers a different colour, maybe a darker colour at the front, and progressively bring them a little bit lighter to the front and leave the brushed steel as it is. And imagine with a frame on it, which we're going to make next. So let's crack on with that. Right, so when this is compressed, it's about 24 millimeters thick, so we need at least 24 millimeters, maybe 25, so we can put a nice metal back on it as well, seal it in. Don't know yet, we might just leave it wood back, see how strong it is. Now this was for another project, but it'll be fine, I can buy some more. Now the frame is just made of box section, and all we use is two sides to give us a nice angle, but it also gives us a nice rounded edge to the frame. Now we'll be going over how to make these in a later video, but for now we're just going to quickly run over it. Now there's no magic to making these, it's just a bit of careful measuring, careful cutting, a bit of welding and a bit of grinding. That's it. Right, see if it fits. For a minute there I thought it weren't going to fit. It fits. It is very tight. Hopefully all the rest will fit in nice and tight like that. Keep everything still, which is good. And with my dirty hands handling the metal, I've made that dirty. So first thing we're going to do is just give that a quick tidy up. I'm going to tidy his bench, tidy this board up, just give it a quick sand down, and we'll start assembling it. Now, this is only a test assemble because we do have to stain or paint or do something with all the rest of them because they're all just unprotected at the moment. So we're going to do a test fit, make sure everything lines up and it looks okay. Okay, so let's start stacking them in this and see if they fit. Right, moment of truth. Let's see what it looks like. Well, I think this looks absolutely fantastic. Tell me in the comments below if you think differently, but I think this is one of the nicest pieces I've made for a long time. Now, there is still quite a lot of work to do to it. We still have to fasten it into the frame, and we still have to do something to the frame Do we do anything at all? Do we leave it natural? Do we paint it black? Let us know in the comments below. Again, we also have to colorise this piece, so do we make it dark at the back and lighter at the front, or dark at the front and lighter at the back, and leave the mild steel as it is? I don't know, but that's for another video, or the next video, as well as making something else. If you've enjoyed this video, leave us a like, subscribe, hit that hype button, it really does help the channel out, and thank you for watching. And in the next video, as well as another build, we'll also be revealing the timescale and the prices of this item, as well as finishing it off.